Hey guys, it's Downfield Comet with another episode of A Prestigious Road. Today we're playing Kill Confirmed on Mission. It's episode 9, and on this game, I don't do great, but we end up winning. I picked up a lot of tags, I got some good kills in, and I had a couple of really decent moments in this game, while the majority of it was so-so. This was another close game. I play with a bunch of randoms, but we do end up winning 65 to 61. I end up going 17, 5, and 23, so not great, especially KD wise, but like I've said before, not worried about the KD. I'm an objective player, and I'm still going to get my kills, and I'm going to have a decent KD at the end of it. And as long as I'm playing the objective, I'm happy with it. So I went from level 15 to level 17. I ranked up twice here in this game. I'm really happy with that. Now, this is something that I was really aggravated with on here. I got my spa out, and I'm sitting there, I'm making a couple of really great distant shots, and then some other shots are just absolute garbage. What's up with that? Where is the consistency? But anyway, enough of this gameplay. So like always, I'm really not here to talk about it. So today I want to talk about something else. I got in an argument a few days ago with a guy that was really harping on this conspiracy theory about 9/11. So I want to talk about conspiracy theories. Now, on the one hand, there's a time and a place to be skeptical. I am all for having doubt about what somebody tells you, especially when it's the government. You need to really look at what they're saying and take in as much information as you can before making your mind up. However, there comes a time that, hey, I've seen all this information from different sources. I've seen it from the government. I've seen it from schools, engineers, and just all these other people that are all saying the same thing that's opposite of my beliefs and my viewpoints. Maybe it's time to start looking at that other viewpoint. Now, I'm not saying that you have to agree with it, but especially when it comes to facts, okay? Two great examples here. The moon landing and 9/11. The moon landing. Oh, the conspiracy theories are, oh, we never landed on the moon. We just faked it. We put up this giant sound stage and we faked it. Okay. So you're telling me that the Saturn V launches were for nothing. We launched that giant rocket into the sky for absolutely nothing. Okay, there's that. There are so many people associated with the Apollo project that are still alive. So just think about how many people would have to be told, oh hey, we're gonna fake all of this, so you don't tell anybody anything and we'll be okay. Really? Does that make sense to you? Oh, but there's more. We have pictures from the moon. We have pictures of them playing golf on the moon and jumping up and down on the moon and doing all that. Okay, I grant you that it's a possibility that one thing could have been faked. But what about all the pictures that we've got from satellites showing the moon and showing where the landers are? What about that? You know, we had these landers that put people on the moon and we left them there. We've got freaking the flags up on the moon that we left up there. We've got all that stuff, but people still don't believe that we were on the moon. Heck, if you look at it, there is freaking lasers. There are mirrors on the moon. We can point a laser at an exact part of the moon, and that will bounce back. It will come back to us. You know why? Because we put little mirrors on the moon for scientific reasons. To see how quick and, you know, the lasers would come back and really dial in some instruments for measurements and things like that. And yet, people still don't believe we landed on the moon. just, I mean, it's just like common sense sort of thing here. You've got all of these people that would have to be associated in one way or another with this conspiracy, and yet there have been no leaks. Nobody has come out and said, oh yeah, hey, you know what, I was a part of that whole thing and it was a big fraud. We faked it all. Nobody. And of course, there's 9/11. This one is a much more sinister conspiracy theory. This one, these conspiracy theorists say that the government did it all. That we took some airliners, we, hit all the people, or we killed all the people, or we did something along those lines, and then we took those airliners and we crashed them in the buildings. Oh, and we killed all those people in the buildings. Let's see, what is it? Over 3,000 some odd people died? I don't have the exact number in front of me, but so many people died during 9/11. And you're saying the United States government killed its own people. And for what? Oh, so we could go to war with Iraq? Saddam Hussein? No, that's right. We did all this so that we could go to war with Afghanistan. So that we could go hunt down bin Laden. But no, this was all so that we can go get Saddam. I believe it was the weapons of mass destruction was the reason we all went to go get Saddam. But either way. So we have all of this evidence saying that Osama bin Laden and Al-Qaeda did this. Hell, Osama bin Laden said in 2004 that he was directly involved with the planning of this event. We have people down in Guantanamo Bay. There are people in Spain's prison system that have all been convicted of this terrorist act. And yet, no, the government still did it. Look at all of the people that called, left messages, or talked to their family members while they were on these planes. And yet, no, still, it was all a government conspiracy. So you're telling me that, I mean, just look at how many people would have to be bought off and paid off for this government conspiracy. We're not talking in the matter of tens or hundreds. We're talking about thousands, if not tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. There are so many people that would have to be involved in conspiracies of this nature. The number is mind-boggling. And yet, you ask these people, and this is completely legitimate, that it is definite that these people committed this act. That George W. Bush, that members of Congress, that the Pentagon, CIA, FBI, all of these people that have been in on the backside of the story, have been in on chasing the terrorists, all these people have been associated with it. Are you kidding me? It just doesn't make sense. It really, really doesn't make sense. If you take anything from what I've said here, take this. Take the time for skepticism. Take the time to look up the facts, look up information. Take that time. But once you get such an overwhelming amount of information, it may be time to start believing what they have said to be true as truth. Because if not, one, if the government did pull the wool over our eyes like this, wow. But two, if you don't, you're going to end up looking like one of these crazy lunatics. The conspiracy theory nuts. And you don't want that. You don't want to be looked at like one of those guys. We're coming up to the end of the video. Right now we're at 62:59. 40 some odd seconds left. And like I said, I'm not doing real great. I know I've had a triple feed, or it wasn't a triple kill, but it was 3 nice kills right in a row real quick. And I believe we're going to end up right here, end up with the final kill. But Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, favorite the video, share with a friend, or leave a comment. Anything would be appreciated. Thank you so much, and take it easy until we meet again.